Welcome to Little Stories Around Us, where you can relax, listen, and learn English through calm and meaningful stories. Today, we explore something truly fascinating, a slime that can move on its own. It sounds like something from a science fiction movie, but it's real. It was made by scientists in China, and it might one day save lives. Sometimes science feels like magic. Things that once existed only in movies or imagination slowly become real through curiosity and hard work. In a quiet laboratory filled with glass beakers, wires, and shining tools, a small group of scientists began their experiment. Their goal was not to build a big robot or a powerful machine. They wanted something completely different, something soft, flexible, and able to move through narrow spaces. They imagined a material that could reach where human hands or metal machines could not. They were not creating a toy or a monster, but something that might one day move inside the human body to protect it. At first sight, the slime looked very simple. It was dark gray, almost black, and its surface glistened like oil under the light. When a scientist placed a small magnet beside it, the slime suddenly stretched, twisted, and began to crawl across the table as if it were alive. Everyone in the lab stopped and stared. It was soft and smooth like jelly, yet somehow it could move with purpose. When another magnet was placed nearby, it turned again, following the invisible pull. People who saw it for the first time were amazed. They said it looked like something from another world. It was flexible, gentle to the touch, but also surprisingly strong enough to pick up small metallic objects. It could pass through thin tubes, slide between narrow gaps, and even wrap itself around other things. Normal machines would get stuck or break, but this soft, moving slime could adapt its shape and continue moving. So how does it work? Inside this strange material are thousands of microscopic magnets, very tiny particles made from rare metals. These particles are evenly mixed inside a clear, soft, silicone substance. Silicone is a special kind of material, often used in hospitals, baby bottles, and even kitchen tools because it is clean, soft, and safe for humans. It doesn't cause allergies and can handle both heat and cold. That's why the slime is harmless to touch. When a strong magnet is placed near it, the little magnetic particles inside the slime move in the same direction. Together, they make the entire slime flow, stretch, or even jump. Scientists can control it simply by moving magnets around it. It's almost like watching a puppet show, except the strings are invisible and made of magnetic force. The slime becomes a living puppet, responding to every motion of the magnet. When the video of this slime appeared online, people quickly gave it a nickname, Flubber. That name came from a movie called Flubber in 1997, where a funny green rubber-like creature could bounce, dance, and cause chaos. The comparison made everyone laugh, but this real slime from China has a much more serious purpose. It wasn't made for fun. It was created to help people in emergencies. Every year, doctors around the world face the same dangerous problem. People, especially children, accidentally swallow small objects. Coins, batteries, and small magnets are among the most common. Button batteries, those small silver ones found in watches, remote controls, and toys, are especially dangerous. If swallowed, they can release chemicals and burn the throat or stomach in only a few hours. Parents rush their children to hospitals, but removing the battery is not always easy. Sometimes surgery is needed, and even then, the risk is high. That's why this moving slime could become a hero. Scientists imagine a future where a doctor can use a small piece of slime inside the human body. By guiding it with magnets from outside, the slime could move carefully through the body, find the swallowed object, wrap around it, and bring it out safely. It could reach places where tools cannot go. If this becomes reality, it could save many lives, especially children. However, this dream is not yet complete. The slime can move easily on a laboratory table or inside clean plastic tubes, but the human body is a much more complex environment. It is warm, wet, and always moving. Inside us, there are acids, enzymes, and blood flow that could damage or change the slime. So, scientists are now working to make it stronger, more stable, and more intelligent. They are testing how long it can survive inside liquids that are similar to human tissue. They are also trying to give it new abilities, such as detecting harmful chemicals or carrying tiny cameras and sensors. One day, the slime might even be able to think, to move automatically toward dangerous areas without direct control. This field of study is part of something called soft robotics. Unlike traditional robots made from hard metals and sharp edges, soft robots are built from flexible materials, like rubber, silicone, or gels. They can bend, stretch, and twist without breaking. This makes them perfect for working in delicate environments, like inside the human body, underwater, or even in outer space. Nature has always been the best teacher for this kind of science. Think about octopuses. They can squeeze through tiny holes, smaller than their heads. Worms can move smoothly through soil, using nothing but soft muscles. Jellyfish float and move in water without bones or gears. Soft robots, like the magnetic slime, are inspired by these amazing creatures. They show how flexibility can be stronger than hardness. When people watched videos of the moving slime online, they reacted in different ways. Some were fascinated, calling it beautiful and futuristic. Others felt a bit afraid, saying it looked alive, like something from a science horror film. One viewer joked, "If this slime ever gets a brain, humanity is doomed." But science is not about fear, it's about curiosity. It's about asking questions and searching for answers. What can this do? How can it help? How far can human creativity go? In many ways, this slime is not only a scientific discovery, but also a lesson about life. To move through narrow spaces, the slime must bend and change its shape. If it stays stiff and hard, it cannot go anywhere. Maybe that's also true for us. When life gives us challenges, small spaces, tight situations, unexpected turns, we must learn to be flexible. We must learn to adapt, to reshape ourselves, to keep moving. Being soft does not mean being weak. It means being strong enough to adjust and survive. The slime reminds us that even the strangest ideas can lead to something great. Behind every experiment, there are people who dream and work quietly, often without recognition. They spend long nights in the lab, testing, failing, and trying again. They believe that every small discovery, no matter how strange, can make the world safer or better. The moving slime might look simple, but it carries the spirit of human curiosity and kindness. So next time you see a strange invention online, maybe a moving slime or a robot made from jelly, remember that it's not just science fiction. It's a sign of how far human imagination can go. It's proof that curiosity never stops. Every new idea begins with a question. What if? And sometimes that question changes everything. Science, just like the slime, never stands still. It keeps moving, adapting, and discovering. And who knows, maybe one day this soft, quiet slime will become a gentle helper inside our bodies, protecting lives in ways we can only imagine today. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to Little Stories Around Us to learn English calmly every week. See you in the next story, and take care of your dreams.